I'm ready.
Hi guys. I just want to do our weekly reading and I have a guest with me today, my absolute bestie, Miss Andrea Lightworks Hardy. Woohoo! Today is her birthday. So this is like the best thing. We've been wanting to do this forever. Andrea is a psychic from Alberta. She owns the company Lightworks. It's Lightworks. That's the full company name, right?
You betcha.
How can they find you on Facebook? What is your,
Just under Lightworks, and it's big angel wings.
Yay.
And purple tones.
Yes. Okay. So we're going to do a collaborative reading for you today, which is awesome. So what we're going to do is, well, first I want to introduce like how we know each other, how long we've known each other. So I feel like I was trying to figure out earlier when I met you. It was like 2003. Is that right? Or 2002?
I think it was even 2002.
2002. So we met in art school. So we were in the same art painting class. Was it painting or drawing? Or both? I don't know. We were in a couple of classes in the same semester.
It was the painting class when I walked in, remember? Because you were late. And I was like, hi guys, there's a spot. And you gave me like death stare because you were like, don't bring attention to it.
Remember? That I'm late all the time. That was the one up in the loft space, right? Yeah. What was the guy's name? He had glasses. I forget.
And it was you and what was the girl's name? She was cool. She had a hippie name. But you guys came in like
Taylor.
No, it wasn't Taylor. It was a different girl. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But you guys came in.
Yeah, I don't remember the girl. Oh, the hippie girl. Oh, with the blonde hair. There's so many hippies. We were in art school. I can't. But yeah,
I never felt so normal.
What?
I never felt so normal than when I was in art school. My whole life, I felt like a total freak growing up. So weird. And then I went to art school and I'm like, I am so straight edge. This is crazy.
You know what? I felt exactly the same way. Like, that's so weird that you said that because I always felt like a weirdo. And then in art school, when you meet so many people from all over the world that are just fucking out there, like totally extra. I remember the first person I met, he was like, I sleep in a coffin. And this is in the student lounge. And I'm like, okay, then good for you, buddy. Like just really weird, some really weird, interesting, completely awesome people. But we've been friends since then. And I don't know how we both ended up becoming psychics because it's just like so random.
It just happened.
We have like this parallel life where we have similar things. We both married Aquariuses, and that's a whole other conversation we won't go into.
Let me tell you. Another time.
I talk about the Aquarius husband a lot in a lot of my videos. Anyways, yeah. So that's a whole other thing we're writing a book on at the moment. But today we're going to start the weeklies. We wanted to do this at least, I don't know, once in a while, and we'll do a live or something where people can, ask us a question and we'll like
tune in
some guidance. And we do psychic readings for each other all the time, which I think is so like, I know for me personally, if I didn't have an Andrea, I would be like dead, like totally dead. Everyone needs an Andrea. I feel like the luckiest person alive.
It's totally the same side because I feel the same.
Yeah.
Because you're always able to just tune in on the drop of a dice and just help me out, and we're always there for each other. And it is crazy how our lives were paralleled, how we're both into spirituality, went to art school, into healing and health.
Yep, it's amazing. And I'm so excited to do this reading. So let's call in the guides. Do you want to do it? It's your birthday. You do it. You call in the guides.
It's your birthday. Sure. We'd like to call on God, angel, the Holy Spirit, our guides, ancestors, any beings of pure light. We just would like to invite them here today to help us be pure channels working in the highest good and the highest good of all. Please clear Angel and I of all toxic, negative, and fear-based energies. So it is.
So we're going to do the beginning of the week for November 15th. November 15th. Beginning, middle, and end of the week. So 3-card spread for the next week, starting November 15th. Beginning.
I kind of got 3 clumps, which I feel like is breaking the week into like 3 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I always do. Middle of the week, or beginning, middle, and end of the week.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I'm just going to do it with the other deck too. So beginning, middle. Oh my God, it's so crazy when that happened. Okay. All right, let's start with the beginning of the week. I do want to mention that beginning of this week, we have our new moon in Scorpio. And I think it's so awesome that we have a Scorpio baby in this reading. It's a really great time for you to start something new, come up with some kind of ritual that's physical, that makes you start a new routine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start an art project. And it's going to be for 44 days from the new moon that I am making myself every fucking night create art. Like I have to do it even if I don't want to. It's just like a challenge.
That's gonna be amazing.
Well, you're doing it with me. What are you talking about? We're doing art. Remember, we're creating these.
I know, but I don't have your energy.
No, it doesn't have to be like a full painting a night. It just has to be, you have to do at least 5 minutes of art for 44 days. It can go more than 5 minutes, but you have to commit. Starting on Sunday, November 15th, you have to commit to doing 44 days of art making and just see what comes out of that. It doesn't matter. It's just forcing yourself to be creative every day. Kind of like art school where you're forced to do homework and you're, and then you never
be creative under pressure.
Under pressure. And
we can do this.
We can do this. We're going to make cards. Remember, we're going to sell prints. We're going to produce our artwork. Like, that's what was the goal. But this is just more about getting the juices flowing, right? Like we might out of those 44 days create 2 paintings. I don't fucking care. As long as I successfully achieve 44 days straight of art making, I'm going to be happy. So anyone that wants to join us, please post in this video, show us like pictures of what you're making. I think it would be so exciting to kind of everybody get inspired by everybody else. And that will help motivate everyone, because I think it's so fucking important to be creative, especially during the times we're in right now. And we have the wind in our sails. Mars is gone direct. So the energy's moving forward now rather than repressed, right? So let's start with the beginning of the week. Oh my God, I have the Magician and the Sun card. Holy fuck. Whoa. Like, that's the beginning of the week. That's the new moon in Scorpio, beginning of the week, the Sun card and the Magician. So
that makes sense.
Now's the time to create anything you fucking want.
You're not going to believe this. Look what I got. The Thinking Man.
Ooh.
With the crystals.
That. What deck are you using?
It's the Energy Oracle cards. I love them. And I think they relate to tarot, and I don't know who this would be. If it's the Emperor, I'd be freaked out right now. Because you got the Emperor. 46.
Oh. I think Al's mom had that deck. The Energy Oracle.
Yeah, I love them.
That's a nice deck. I remember she used that when she did a reading for me a long, long time ago. So
male wisdom.
I'm really intrigued.
It's just about male wisdom, and he's like thinking, and he's like a teacher, and it's just like deciding where you're going to put your energy and what direction you're going to go in.
Oh my God, that's exactly the Magician too, right?
Right.
Like gathering those 4 elements and doing whatever you want and having that knowledge that you can create anything you want. Like, and that Sun card is like really just like boom, like you're going to succeed. Whatever you you decide, you're going to succeed. And I really, really love this deck because it's like the scarab beetle. I don't know if you can see that really
Yeah, I
clear,
totally
but
can.
it's a scarab and it's kind of got this iridescent blue, like nice shimmery. I love this deck. This deck is like my favorite deck ever.
And aren't those beetles from like Egypt?
Yes. Yeah. What do you think that symbolizes?
I just think it's like ancient power or wisdom or something, like your ancestors are
Yeah.
behind you and helping you go forward, you know?
Yeah, I love it. I love it. So what's the middle of the week? What do we have for the middle of the week?
Sorry, I pulled 2 animal oracles. Is that okay too if I share that?
Yeah, oh yeah, for the beginning. Yeah, go ahead.
So we got Coyote Spirit, which is trusting in divine detours. So it's like even if you're going in a new direction, that's okay. Just go with the flow. And then the Grasshopper, take a leap of faith. So it all fits.
It all goes together. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I feel like a really positive shift at the beginning of the week.
Yeah.
Like last week, oh my God. Oh my God. I wanted to poke my eyes out, literally. Like the energy was so intense. Like we're still in last week in this video because we're posting today's Thursday. This week has been brutal. Okay.
Yeah.
Like want to die brutal. And so many people I talk to are just like, what's going on, Angel, astrologically? It's a lot. Like this Mars coming out of retrograde and going direct is a lot on the head. So you're going to be feeling a lot of head stuff, almost like this pressure. If you think about, like I described Mars in retrograde as like a bull in that cage and everybody's like slapping it to get it going, to go out into the, the stadium to go bullfighting. Like they're getting the bull riled up, right? That's Mars in retrograde. And so Friday, the 13th, dun, 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 that's when Mars goes direct. So that's when the bull gets unleashed. So there is going to be, I hate to say, but like, this is tomorrow, going into tomorrow for us now. We're filming today on Thursday. Like there's that energy, right? So I'm happy to see next week on Sunday, the new moon coming in is actually going to bring some light, bring that sun in, bring that inspiration in that we all really, really need after getting all that frustration off our backs and all that anger and pent up, emotions. So I would recommend over the weekend, people just chill out and avoid people. Like don't get into petty confrontational shit. And really just focus on what you're going to do for the new moon, what creative projects you're going to focus on, like just to try to help not get caught in the pettiness in the world. Because there's a lot of that right now. And
it's easy to do.
Yeah, it's really easy. It's so easy to do that. Do you have anything else for the beginning of the week? Any other cards?
Yeah. Oddly enough, I have the sun.
There you go. That's
maybe
crazy.
It continues, but it's paired with the all tied up card. So I feel like maybe you want to move forward, but there's stuff holding you back still, a little bit of the past that's tying you down.
Yeah, and I agree. Like that magician card is a reminder, like you have the power. Don't go backwards in thinking about all the drama or all the things that were holding you back since Mars has been in retrograde, since this whole year has pretty much been all these different astrological events that are just testing our patience and really testing our will, right? So it's just trying to stay focused ahead and put your attention on positive things, on what you want to create. The potentiality of the world is at your fingertips. That magician, like, what do you want to do? Why focus on what you don't want? How's that change anything?
That's so true. Your past is what you were manifesting. So now the sun, it's a good omen, I think.
I think it is. Yeah.
And then I got 2 animals. I got Panther, which is about reclaiming your power. So that's cool, paired with the sun. Yeah. And then the Starfish is open to infinite possibility.
Yay. Those are beautiful cards. I have to get that animal deck that you have. Those are really
it's by Colette Baron-Reed.
That's her new deck. Okay. Yeah. Oh awesome. My God, I'm so glad I didn't get you that for your birthday. I almost got you that for your birthday. Okay.
Well, you know me, because it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that one. I like her decks. I have a couple of her decks. Okay, so middle of the week, I have two sixes. Two sixes.
Mm.
6 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So I'm just trying to understand how those relate. 6 of Cups is like, again, what we talked about the memories. Like sometimes I find the 6 of Cups kind of is like you fantasize about things that were good in the past, but you make it even better than it really was. Or you think about the awful things in the past and you make like catastrophize it, or however you say that word, like you make it out to be like this horrible thing, which it was traumatic, but it wasn't that traumatic. Like you just kind of blow it up in either direction, which brings you out of the reality in the present moment. Like I feel like the 6 of Wands card is, how does that relate? I can't even make that connection for some reason. What do you
So
think? 6 of
I still
Wands.
think it's kind of resonating to me with that card about all tied up. Like, yeah, there's all this forward energy of the sun, and you had the sun, and then there's like the grasshopper and coyote detours and the thinking guy who's going to take a new path forward and the powerful panther. But we're suckers for negative thinking, right? And we can't help but have like one foot in the past. So maybe that's what that card is. Those two sixes are maybe more of a warning that we need to, be where our feet are and not in our past.
Yeah, like being the present moment. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
listen to this. So it's like horse energy, the 6 of Wands. So the 6 of Cups, that's the memory card. And then the 6 of Wands, I'm trying to understand like how it connects. Like I really like the quote, so I'm just going to read the quote. So it's like, I am the embodiment of victory. And when I close my eyes and feel this energy reside within, it is a conscious clue that I can recreate this feeling at any time. It is this energy that gives me the confidence to rise to new heights of my own will. When I truly claim this energy as my own, it gives me the inner acceptance to feel worthy of being noticed. It is my opinion of myself that matters the most. And when I fall into alignment and value my self-worth, I truly stand in my power. Those who will radiate on the same vibrational level will gravitate to me with supportive energy. I think that that's so nice. You are worthy
Mm-hmm.
of this attention. So it's kind of like what you were saying, where you just have to stand in your truth or stand in the present moment and not think about all these things that, other people's opinions or the past or this memory or this or whatever. Like it's really about your power
Mm-hmm.
right now, you
Mm-hmm.
know?
Yeah. Tune into the panther and embrace the power. It's like self-love. If we don't have it, it's going to hold us back. But it's these cards are all saying there's good omens, there's power, there's opportunities, and the only thing holding us back is our own mindset.
Yeah, our perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of segues into the last. Do you have other middle cards? You have middle cards, right? For the middle of
Yep.
the week?
No, that's all I had. Did you?
Oh no, that's all I have for those. For the end of the week, I have the 5 of Wands. So this card really tells me like stay out of drama, stay out of
Mm-hmm.
other people's drama. And then again, like the 7 of Pentacles, it's in reverse. So it's like not really paying attention to what you've built, like kind of forgetting, again, getting ungrounded, like just if you see the roots are in the air instead, right? Like you're not grounded in the reality of what you built and what you created. You're forgetting your roots. You're forgetting your to be grounded and getting just caught in pettiness. So that's closer to the end of next week. So really be mindful of that. Like try, like when I see the 5 of Wands, it's like a warning in a way. There is pettiness around you, but it's also an indication you can rise above it, right? Like you can get away from the drama of other people literally by just not paying attention to it. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not worth it. It's just a complete toilet, flushing yourself downwards. Like it's pointless. All these beautiful things you've created are just going to fall away if you continue to get caught in all this rioting drama. Like you see these are all hands. Can you see these hands and wands and everybody's like fighting each other?
Hmm.
So
I like that
globally,
card.
I definitely think there's people are going to be continuing to riot on a global level. There's still going to be civil unrest. There's still going to be those things. And you really have to pay attention to what you want out of life. Like, you can't just sit there on your phone and focus on all these awful things that are happening in the world and miss out on all the beautiful things in your personal life that are happening, because you can actually help create more beautiful things if you really pay attention to those things. I think it's a similar message to last week that's coming through for that. Like, we're being kind of conditioned to believe the world is just going into the toilet really quickly, right? Everybody's saying it. How is that making it move faster in that direction? Like, we have to kind of like rein it in and start really seeing what is also around us. It's not just civil unrest. It's not just crazy energy, right?
Yeah, that makes so much sense. And to me, like, we get tested, like when things are going well, like what the first and middle of the week was. It was going really well, and then it's like, oh, you get a little test, like how strong are you, how determined are you? It's crazy, I got these really similar cards to you. I got 4 for the end of the week, but it just, how the divine works just blows my mind, because I got the hostilities card, which you were talking about, gossip and drama. Like, there's going to be the haters and the people that, like, just give you the bitch look and they just don't want your best. But stay on the golden path, stay on the temple path, like, keep your focus no matter your surroundings. And, the happy family is there for you, the blessings and the rainbow and the coins. Don't let those people hold you back, and be in the dolphin and butterfly spirit, which are very lighthearted energies of joy and abundance and happiness.
I love it. Yay, we did it. We've wanted to do this for so long. We did it. Yeah, woohoo. Yay. So I think we should definitely do this again, do it live. I think will be really cool to do that. We've never done that before, where we're doing like how do you say that? Tandem readings.
Yeah.
I think it would be a lot of fun, because we do it with each other. Like, when we're doing readings for one another, we're both tuned in and we're both just like giving our guidance to one another. And I think it would be interesting to see how it will play out with people like asking questions, and we're just in sync. I think it would be awesome. So
Soul
I also
Sisters.
think it'd be awesome when we have our paintings after 44 days that we're going to put up on our websites, and people I'm going to definitely share your paintings on my site so people can see them. Andrea is a beautiful painter. Like, you inspired me in school, and I mean, I still have your painting downstairs. I love it. So
and you inspired me, because you were always just like, your mark making, you would just like, you were so aggressive, you would just like put it on there, you were having your way with the paint, like you weren't like or overly blending with the fan brush, like you were just like ha cha 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 cha, like a sword fight, and you just did whatever you felt, and you always had these great ideas.
Do you remember when we kicked the fan through the window? Just tell it. It's so funny.
We can't, like, I can't believe we didn't do it sooner. I still feel like we should have kicked that fan in sooner. Yes. So we were dying literally from the fumes, and there were people in our class using like rapid dry mediums that they would mix in with their oil paint, and it's just like, doesn't even make sense.
Like, there was just all these fumes that were toxic to breathe in, and we were
like, it was affecting us. We got like sore throats, runny nose.
That's the thing you wore.
I think it was an M95 mask.
It was. You were like, hey,
it totally was.
And I could hear you painting beside me like Darth Vader.
I couldn't handle it. I would get like stoned and out of my mind, and it was all fuzzy, and then I would taste it in my throat for like a day. So we had it because there was this one tiny fan that would bring in like the fresh air outside. And that's all we had for the whole room of like 20 students painting with these shitty art mediums. And we had it, and the fan broke. The worst part is it didn't even frickin' work. So the last day of school,
it was the middle of summer.
Tell them what we did.
No. You
No,
tell
you
it
tell. No,
better. No,
this is,
you
it
tell
was
it.
your idea.
No. You tell it. Go ahead.
No, it was her idea.
Oh yeah. It wasn't my idea. No, but we actually thought it at the same time. No one spoke. We just looked at each other and we started kicking the shit out of the fan until it fell into the street below. Like we just karate. And this was like, this was 6 feet above the ground. And we just started doing flying kicks into it.
And we could have hurt someone.
I know.
We didn't even think about it though. We were just like, this fan has got to go. It's crap. It's not even giving us fresh air.
Yeah.
And the worst thing was, tell them the very next day what was there.
They replaced it because
that pissed me off.
They totally they had to replace it because we busted it. And I still remember going to the office and saying, I don't know what happened, but the fan is hanging into the street. I'm like, it's just hanging. I think it's going to be like, I think it's going to hurt someone, like, because it was hanging by the plug into Duke and Granville Street or whatever that street was. I can't remember the name.
Yeah.
And the next
Not
day,
Barrington.
What?
Barrington? No,
it was like, it
was
the
Duke.
cobblestone. It was not like a driving street. It's like a walking street. Remember, only pedestrians could go.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyways, they replaced it. So we won in the end, but
we won. And the thing is, we should have done it earlier. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Like at the beginning of the summer.
Yeah. We could have saved some lungs.
I know. Anyways, thank you for joining me, Andrea, or as my mom would say, Audra.
Oh, she's probably laughing.
I know. I think this is awesome. We're going to do it again. I'm going to link all of your pages and whatever under my channel. And then you can also add this to your channel too. So we can have it. Yay! Okay.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.
Yes. Have an awesome week. And remember, end of the week, avoid all drama. Okay. Bye.
Bye.